Hello, welcome to Spy Money. I'm going to show you how the SuperTrend works. This morning I've been trading and all I did was just turn it on to the settings that I provide in the course. So whenever you lease SpyBot, you get any settings that I use. I post them up there. You can use them if you want. You can make your own, whichever. My settings work pretty good. I back test them, make sure everything's fine before I use them. And today I used a little bit different than what I normally do. The same settings as far as the super trend, but a different time frame. And market was moving slow, so I went ahead and dropped it down to 100 tick today. I'm up $1,420, and it's taken 3 trades, and it won all 3. Very low drawdown. No drawdown really on this one. A little bit right here. It pulled back a little bit, and then it took off, but it actually hit my target pretty good. You can move your targets though. So if you feel that it's going to go up here, you've charted it out, you've got different things that show that your target would be up here, you can move that target just like you would on an ATM strategy. It works exactly the same. You can also move your stops. I have my stops, they move with my super trend. This is not an ATR. This is something that I custom built. It is not something you can buy anywhere else. I custom built this and it smooths out a lot better and it works really well. So this is not just a regular ATR like most people use. Mine is, again, custom built. And I put that in on the SuperTrend or the SuperTrend bot, and it works really well. So in the back end of the settings, whenever you lease the bot, you actually get videos explaining how to use it, what you're actually doing with it, and so forth. You can also buy this indicator and trade it manually. So if you just want to, maybe you don't want to do a bot, you just want the indicator, then you can do that as well. Everything's on my website, spymoneylse.com. If you go to the top, you will see SpyBot is across the top of the header. And with that, it's, let's see here if I can just pull it up here real quick and I'll show you where it is. We got time. So right here, this is the website, and if you go to the top, there is your SpyBot auto trading bot. If you go down through here, and it'll show you some different things. It's got some different videos. The video that I posted the other day is right here. I think I ended up around $5,000 that day trading that. The SpyBot stepper, you can watch a video on that. I don't use it that much. I like the super trend and the mover the best. Then we have the topper. Topper works really well trading as well. I have about a dozen bots, give or take, and you can when you lease the bot, you actually get access to all of them and any of them I'm building. And right now I'm building one's called SpyBot Reversal, and that should be out in about a week or two, probably 2 weeks. And whenever that comes out, then you will actually get access to that as well. Another thing you can do is you go up here to indicators, and if you go to indicators, and then if you come down, let's see if we can find it here. Make sure I've got it on there. There it is. So you click on the super trend, and this is the indicator or the indicator for super trend, and it works on the NinjaTrader 8. And you can go ahead and buy it, and it works really well. So whenever you get it, you put it in the system, install it into NinjaTrader, and you send me your machine ID. There's instructions on how you need to do that, and then it'll work on your system. It only works one NinjaTrader at a time. So if you have several computers, you would have to buy it for each one. It only works for the one. So you get one license with it. And as far as like I said, the bot, you can click right there. SpyBot is, this is the bread and butter in my opinion. So right now we haven't entered a different trade. This is live trading, by the way. And I thought, I was going to just run a live YouTube video, and I may end up doing that real soon. But I didn't today. I was just preoccupied with other things, and I couldn't do it. I was all over the place. But you can see here, it took this trade. I've got this set up on 6 points. Get in, get out. 6 points. I've taken 3 trades. There's a long and short, and then we had another long here. Yes, you could have gotten more money on each one of them, and you can choose to move your limits, your profit targets, and actually take more money, or you can just move it way down and then just let the super trend be your stop. So right here would have been the stop. It would have kicked out right there, and then over here would have been over here. So you may have got another point or two just working off the super trend, but I like to get in, get my money, and get out, and then I can relax better. So like right here, it took this trade, the profit, and then it pulled back. If you had not have done that and it come to here, who's to say it doesn't keep on going? So, but you would have ended up making more money if you would have held on to it. But again, this particular strategy, go for 6 points, get out. I'm doing 4 contracts. I'll probably increase that. I may go 10 contracts by the end of the week and just get more money. So I would rather get in and get out as to get in and just be there forever. This trade here took 8:15 to 6 minutes on this one. This trade took 7:37. So that was 13 minutes what this one took, and then this one was 9 minutes. So 9:13 and whatever I said there. So 15, 6 minutes. So, but usually your trades will last about 5 minutes on each one, and I just don't like to be in the trade that long. Now, some people in my SpyBot members, they will actually go for a lot longer target, and that's to each their own. Everybody has their own trading style that they like to use. I just like to get in, get my money, and get out. I'm up 14.20. Yes, I could have been up a lot more, but then maybe again, if this hadn't gone my way, then maybe I'd be less. Just on this one alone, if we would have got in there and just let it follow the ATR, it went up to there. There's 865 per target. So roughly about $3,500 you could have made just on this one run right here. But again, I like to get in, get out, get my money, wait on the next trade. That's just my style. You could have, if you had the SuperTrend indicator, you could have went ahead and entered your trade there, and then just manually just keep on moving your stops up here and not even have a target. You could just let it keep on going. And in these 3 situations, you would have made more money by doing that. So it's just up to you the way you like to trade. So the next trade will be the short that we will end up taking. And who knows, it might be right here. Usually the super trend will go sideways, like on these right here. Now when it starts going sideways, that's a good indication it'll reverse. Usually when it's like this right here, it will not reverse. It will usually just keep on going. But that's not necessarily true. We've got 2 dots side by side now. We had 2 here, we got 2 there. There's a good chance that this is going to start consolidating sideways, and then if it breaks that, then it will go ahead and enter a trade. So let's see if it does right here. It may do it right here in a second. So you got 3 dots side by side. And not every trade's going to be a winner. Sometimes it'll go ahead and do this. It'll just barely break, and you might have a loser on it. You're not going to win every trade. Anybody to tell you you're going to win every trade is not telling you the truth. They're just the salespeople. We do have losing trades, and but the end result is at the end of the day where you're going to be. That's what you're looking for. Usually before it breaks through, it will go sideways quite a bit. And just for instance, if we come back here, see how we went sideways, kept coming up to it. And then the same thing over here. We went sideways quite a bit. So we may not be able to see that in here. It'll probably come on up and just keep on consolidating. And by doing so, it's just it's all of the longs are starting to sell off their longs, and when the shorts come in, that's when it will drop. So when the shorts see that the longs are done, then they will go ahead and take off and do it. Same thing right there. Now this one right here, it come up and then boom, it went through, but it was a long time coming over to it. Over here, now this one actually went up through. It only had like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 dots going across, and then it broke through. You had a little bit of drawdown there, but it did sell off, and you would have made money. Now I wasn't trading here, that's why there's no transaction. So there's the short. So let's go back over here and see what happens. So this is live trading. Usually when this comes through, it will pull back a little bit and then drop. It don't usually just keep on dropping. So usually it takes about 5 minutes for the trade to take place. We're on 100 tick right now, and the market is it's like 15 to 9. So I will probably, after this trade, stop it, and I will go to a higher time frame because we are starting to move. You can't trade NQ on 100 tick all the time. It's when the volume starts coming in, it's hard because it will sometimes just get you in and out real quick and stop you out. But when you have lower volume, like overnight, early morning, usually you can trade on that. But if you wanted, like right here, this is setting on 27.75. I can click that. I can move this down, put it wherever I want, and let's see, put it back to where it was. I like to just hit my 6 points and go. This up here, you can go ahead and move it down if you want. So if you want to bring it down to there, you can. I just leave it on the ATR or the SuperTrend. Again, this is not an ATR. This is a measurement that I come up with that actually works really well, and it is similar to an ATR, but it's not. This is an actual SuperTrend. That's why I call it that. And the settings I use actually work really well. But anytime you want, you can just click close all. So if you think that you're not happy with wherever it's going, you click close all, and it will just close out this transaction altogether. But we had a bull run right here. There's a good chance that it may just reverse and come up and stop me out there. There's a real good chance. But I think that it'll probably pull back to probably around through here before it would do it. This right in here, I call it the battle zone. And if you need to know how to find these battle zones, we have a course that's called How to Trade the Two-Step. And How to Trade the Two-Step will actually teach you that information. So if we come in and go to right over here, go to the home screen, and if you scroll down, you will see it right here. And here's a video of how it works. You can click on that. The SpyBot and How to Trade the Two-Step are my two best sellers on the website. Those two are definitely really how I trade every day. I mean, how I manually trade, I use the two-step, and how I trade with the bot. And like I said, this thing, it'll usually pull back and then it will drop. But where we've had this long right here, there's a good chance this may just pull back to here and go, but I think it will probably pull back to roll on through here somewhere. And all I need is one tick below this. So I need 727.50. That's what I need. If it goes to 27.50, then it will exit that trade and take the profit. And it's roughly $400. Let's see, you got 120, so for $480 per trade. It's how much this makes since I'm using 4 contracts. The background, it'll show green when it's a long, and it will show the pink when it is a short. You can change these colors in the background. As far as in the settings, you don't have to use blue and pink. You can use whatever. These two colors are kind of vibrant. They stand out. That's why I use them. Let's see how our stop just moved down. As the super trend moves down, the stop moves as well. So we're looking for this to come down and hit, we need one tick past the profit target in order to exit that trade. And again, you're up $200 some. If you're happy with that, click the close all. Take your money. You don't have to wait. You know, if it's going sideways a lot and just like going down to here, then back up, and it keeps on doing that, it gets down here, take your profit. Now, as the super trend keeps on moving like that, that is a good indication that it's going to keep on going. When it's going sideways, that is consolidation. The super trend works really well. It is one of the better indicators on my website. It shows you exactly where you should be going. If you purchase the super trend indicator, I would be happy to give you the settings that we use here to get you started on what actually works pretty good. So the better part about the bot is you don't have to watch it. It will just automatically enter, and we're getting ready to exit right there. But it will automatically enter the trade for you. So if you're preoccupied with something else, then it's not too bad. See how this super trend is now starting to curve? That's a good indication that we're going to start going flat. This may be the bottom there. It's probably a good spot to just take your money, like close all, and we might do that. I think just one more little drop there. Come on down to baby there. Come to daddy, as we say. I mean, when you're that close and you see this going on, a lot of times it's better off just to take it. Almost, it got right one tick away. Just one more little drop and take that money. It'll probably pull right back up there. We still had a drop on the super trend, which is a good thing, but how it's starting to curve over is a sign of reversal. I probably should have just went ahead and taken it right there. Let's see if we can get down there kind of close. Here we go. Just drop a little bit more there. I'm being greedy here. I want that extra tick. Come on. Oh, so close. See how we're going sideways there, those two? I should have just taken that. Yep, should have taken that. We double bottom. I should have just, when that came down to that one, I should have raised up one tick there, and I would have taken that profit. See what she does here. If she come back down there and grab it. So whenever you take your, set your settings for 6 points or whatever, mine is based off of previous history. And usually 6 points, it usually hits pretty good. And this may go ahead and come back up to here and then come right back down and hit it. I would have been better off to taking the profit right there. I trade this bot as I watch it. I usually don't run this bot without watching. I have one setting that I use for the London market, and I'm not usually up at 3 in the morning, so I will usually go ahead and run it, the bot by itself. But I'm not real convinced on that London market. The US market, there we go. So now we're up $1,900. Now let's say that you are happy with that, which I don't know anybody that would not be happy with $1,900 profit. If you are happy with it, you can pause it and it will not enter another trade now. It will just stop there. Now, if you were in this trade and hit pause, it would have finished out that trade, but it would not have entered another one. Another thing you can do, we have another setting in the back that works off of VWAP as well. And I won't go into that. That's all in the course. But it'll trade off of VWAP. I have found that I make more money not using that feature. But let's say that it's just going long and you only want to take longs only. You come up here and you turn your short off. So when you turn your short off, then it will go ahead and take longs only. And that way, any kind of short, if you think it's just going to pull back a little bit and then come up and not hit the 6 point, then that's what you would do. And you can do the same with here. If you wanted to take shorts only, you just turn the longs off. And then if you change your mind, you click on it again. You don't have to go in and reset your bot. You just click these settings here. Another thing, you can click tick trail. So if you don't want to use the SuperTrend, you can make it work off of whatever tick trail that you have set in the back. I have found that it works better off of the SuperTrend. SuperTrend is pretty good. And see how it went sideways here and did there, and then when the ATR started moving, so did this. And then as soon as we started seeing these dots go sideways, that was a good indication we were going sideways. So let's look back at this one more thing. So we closed out at 27.75, and it went down 3 more ticks, went down to 27. So take your 6 points and get out. I think it works really well. You can try to go for the long, and you'll probably make more money, but it's just a little more nerve-wracking because, right here, you could have took profit there and it came down. If you're mainly trading, it starts coming back up, enter another trade. The bot will not enter another trade until there's a new signal. That's the way the bot works. But again, $1,900 this morning. I started trading at 7:03 this morning, so call it 7 in the morning, and right now it is 8:54, so less than 2 hours I made $1,900. For those of you that have a regular 9-to-5 job, you could easily trade this thing and be done and go to work. So let's just say you went back at let's say you got up at 6 a.m. so that would be here. So you would still be at the 1900 if you'd gotten up at, say, 4 a.m. 4 a.m. would put you here, so you would have missed that trade. There's 6 points. There's 6 points. That one, see, 37. Yeah, you would have got 6 points there. So there's 3 trades right there, 4, and then 5. So you would have got 5 trades right there. That's 30 points. That is, $600 per contract. So if you would have been trading 4, you would be at $2,400 just from, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. So about 2 hours. So you're about $1,000, $1,200 an hour is about what you can make. Somewhere on through there. Now it depends on the market. The market may not move that at that time frame for you. But again, on this one right here, I'm getting ready to switch over to a different time frame because the volume is starting to come in. It's now 4 minutes till 9, so we got 34 minutes to the market opens. I don't really like to trade this thing on 100 tick at the market open because it will just take off. So 200 is a little more conservative. That's what I try to do. And again, these SuperTrend settings, you can't get this SuperTrend anywhere else. This is made specifically for me based on the criteria that I put into it. So this is custom made. Just because someone has one that says SuperTrend doesn't mean it's the same. I guarantee it's not. Mine is built different than other people's, and it works. And again, the settings that I use on here for the SpyBot, I give those settings out to all the people that use it. And anybody that leases SpyBot actually gets all those settings, and it's in a course I put in the website. And every time that I update it, I put it on there. I send an email to everybody to let them know, hey, there's new settings up there that I'm using. I give them pictures and so forth. Also, we have a Discord channel. In the Discord channel, we have a hidden room. It's called the SpyBot Millionaires. That's what we call that room. And in that room, we discuss a lot of the settings we're doing, everybody else, and we stay in touch that way. So not only on my website and through email, but we also discuss things in the SpyBot channel. I discuss new bots I'm working on, give previews and stuff, and just talking about some settings that I'm trying out that I may not post on the website yet, because before I post them on the website, I want them to be checked out and make sure that they work good. So I will share those settings with other people so that they can go ahead and use them if they like as well. So $1,900, 2 hours of trading. I may be done for today. I may just go ahead and take off. I live real close to the beach, only a couple blocks. And my wife and I, it's going to be a pretty day. We just bought a convertible, and I'm going to probably put the top down and us just take off and go have some fun. My day's good, $1,900. I'll usually end up making more than that. I'll come back in maybe later and trade a little more. But at $1,900, let's just do some math here. If you did $1,900, for one thing, $1,900 would have paid for 1 month lease of the bot and had money left over. So you would have been almost 2 months paying for the bot just off of these 2 hours, and then the rest of the 2 months is all free money. So once you get it paid, and we bill every 30 days, so you don't have to worry about any of that. You just pay 30 days. If you decide you don't want to do it anymore, cancel it. No obligation. So let's do 1,900 times 5 is 9,500 times 52. I'm just saying that's 5 days a week. Now we know we have vacation days in there. There's going to be some holidays and stuff like that. So you're not going to get all of this. But that's roughly, you take out the vacation days and everything, you're still probably $450 a year if you just trade that. And to trade that to lease the bot for the whole year is not that much money, especially compared to that. So, and that's just stopping right now. Friday I was up over $5,000, and it just depends on how long you want to trade it and how the market's moving. So far, using the settings I'm using, I have not had a losing day. Now I've had losing trades, but not a losing day. And more than likely, this will probably come down some more. Actually, for my benefit, I'd like to see this thing go ahead and make a new low at open. So right now we're 681 is the low. I'd like to see it get even lower than that, and that would be really good. So that's how the bot is working for me. And if you're interested, if you have any questions, you can fill out a contact form on my website. Send me a message. If you need to speak to me, leave your phone number and what time is best for you, and I can give you a call back, talk to you more about it, explain some more about it, and then go from there. It looks like we're about ready to enter another trade here. Actually, it should have entered. There it is. Let's see, it had to close. That candle had to close. This one didn't do it. So let's just see what this one does. Let's see if we can make some more money. Boom, 23.65. So I'm going to pause this right there. I'm going to be done. So we made 2 trades on this video, up $2,365. And you saw how quick that was. That was 56 seconds. And it's 3 seconds that trade took. 3 seconds. So the volume is starting to come in. And with the volume coming in, I need to go to a higher time frame. That's why I paused it. I don't want to take any more trades on this time frame because it can a lot of times stop you out. Having questions, let me know. I would be happy to let you join in on the SpyBot family. It is definitely something to want to know about. And let me show you this right here. This is our indicator. And the indicator, like I said, you can get it on SpyMoneyLSE.com. But the indicator works exactly the same as this chart does. It's the exact same indicator. The only thing different is the bot enters the trades for you. Me personally, I don't want to have to think about internet. You would have never hit that. You would have maybe walked away or looking at another screen or whatever. 6 seconds. You couldn't trade that in 6 seconds manually. You just couldn't do it. So the bot entered it and exited, gave you another $465 and you were done. Any questions? Give me a shout. I'd love, like I said, I'd love to welcome you to the SpyBot family and help you start building a better financial future. Have a great day.